powerless. Ohio shows us that we're not powerless. We have people in office right now, in fact. Ted Wheeler is the treasurer of the state of Oregon. I'm sure all you guys know Ted, he's a good guy. Ted Wheeler right now is pushing the Treasurers Association of the United States to get legislation in front of Congress that would require that any corporation that does use Citizens United and do unlimited campaign contributions must disclose those contributions to their stakeholders. What a concept. So if you're an investor in a company and that company is investing in politicians that are passing policies that you think are horrible for America, that would give you the opportunity to say to that company, sorry, I'm taking my stocks out of your company. I'm selling my stocks. I will not put up with this, or we're taking over the board of that company and changing the policy of that company so it does not do that. Yeah, the good luck is the motion here. But at least the transparency is a step we can take. Jeff Merkley, the U.S. Senator from Oregon, is part of 6 senators who have proposed a constitutional amendment to change Citizens United so it's no longer the law of the land. We have people in office who are there trying to get stuff done. There's an organization called Move to Amend. Have you heard of that? Yep. A nationwide organization. It also is working to try to get a constitutional amendment. Wouldn't that be a fabulous thing if our country actually got together and we passed a constitutional amendment, if the will of the majority of Americans actually was put forward and we actually put it into our Constitution and made that change? We are capable of doing that, but it's going to take an effort. It's getting an effort from each one of us that's beyond anything that we've done before. Hopefully we might have something in the Oregon legislature in February that would let the legislature weigh in on our support of a constitutional amendment should it come down to pass. So elections do matter. I mean, Bill said you could argue whether elections matter or not. And sometimes you feel like they don't. But the Supreme Court is appointed by the President of the United States and then confirmed by the United States Senate. Who the President of the United States is matters for those elections. Who has the majority in the United States Senate matters in those elections. Who has the majority in the U.S. Congress matters for what policies are put in place that change our very nature of life. Who controls the legislative process matters tremendously. So again, I don't want to lecture you guys. You know all this stuff to the bottom of your core. That's why you're here tonight. All I can do is say, again, it's going to take something beyond anything we ever imagined to make the change that we have to make. We have all thought, we have this pattern. I just got to say, chide us all just a little bit. We have this pattern of coming together and getting certain things done, getting great things done. Civil rights movement, a great thing, got to accomplish civil rights movement. Women's rights. We're on the verge of having gay and lesbian rights recognized with equal marriage in our state and our country. We're going to get that. We can do great things. But we come together, we do great things, and then we pull back and go, well, that's enough for me. I'm pretty much done now. Somebody else can take on the mantle. But if you are going to be a citizen, if you're going to be a true citizen of our state and of our country, that's not an option. You don't get to do that. Because as soon as you do that, the folks whose only objective and only goal is their own profit, which is what corporations are set up to be, they will move into that gap and they will proceed to put policies in place for their benefit and not necessarily the benefit of the state of Oregon or the United States of America. That's the price of citizenship. That's the price that we all have to pay. It's part of the deal when you're born or you become an American citizen. That's the price that you got to pay. That if you're going to make your country work, you've got to make your country work. It's up to all of us to do so. So again, let me just say, we have people, we have fascinating, intelligent, effective people that are in key places. They need support. I think, I'm just going to make a partisan thing. I think we've got an extremely intelligent and well-intended president who needs support. But so it's like FDR said when he took on the challenges during the Great Depression. He said, you've got to make me. You've got to make me change the direction of the country. That's the type of grassroots effort that has to happen for change. Be inspired by what's happening in Egypt. Be inspired by what's happening around the world. There's a generation that's coming up, it's definitely here in America. They're not going to sit back, and they're not going to say it's okay with us to have huge debt and no jobs to look forward to. It's okay with us not to have opportunities for ourselves or our kids. They're not going to accept it. And it's our job as people in the older generation to say, damn right, you should not accept it, and we're going to work with you to make sure that it changes. Thank you.